Greetings everyone. Today our topic is related to difference between American and British punctuation marks. But before this, if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, subscribe it to get more updates related to the next lessons. So there you can see the symbols, what the British accent is and what the American English or accent is. As you can see that the symbol is called a full stop in British English, and the another and this symbol is called as a period in American English. So the symbol of exclamation you can see over here in British English, it is an exclamation mark, but in American English it is an exclamation point. So you have to keep it in mind that this thing is not wrong when you say that this is an exclamation point, and most of the people say that it's an exclamation mark because it's about the accent. One is British, or another one is American. And the symbol for the brackets, as you can see that in British English we used to call it as a brackets, but in American English it is called as a parenthesis. And another symbol, as you can see that in British English it is called as square brackets, but in American English it is only called brackets, not square brackets. So the position of quotation marks, as you can see over here, that joy means happiness. Over here the quotation mark is before the full stop, or you can say before the period in British English, but this punctuation marks, when you see in American English, it is covering the full stop or period as well. So that's the difference between the position of the quotation marks in both these languages. So the punctuation for the abbreviations, as you can see that the British English, you can see that after for the doctor, dr, there is no full stop or period. After Mr., Mrs., strd or ct, there are no full stops, or you can see the periods in British English. On the other hand, you can see that in American English it's present. So moving ahead with some American usage and British usage of language, you can see that use double quotation marks. Americans use it for dialogue, for titles of short stories, for poems, for articles, etc. So it's to set off unfamiliar words or to set apart or emphasize. For example, Janie wanted a grown-up outfit to wear to school. On the other hand, you can see in the British usage, for they use it for quotes within quotes. For example, the CEO remarked, Jean said, I quit. So I accepted his resignation. As you can see the usage over here clearly. And use single quotation mark only for quotes within quotes. That is the CEO remark, Jean said, I quit, so I accepted his resignation. As you can see that there is a single quotation mark, not double quotation mark. On the other hand, you can see that British use it for dialogue, for titles of short stories, for poems, for articles, to set off unfamiliar words or to set apart or emphasize. For example, Jane wanted a grown-up. Over here you can see that single quotation has been used, and outfit to wear to school. And the last thing is the punctuation. You can see that the American use commas and periods go inside the quotation marks, colons and semicolons go outside quotation marks. On the other hand, the British punctuations can go either inside or outside the quotation marks depending on where the punctuation appears in the original code. For unfamiliar words, if the word comes at the end of the sentence, the end punctuation goes outside of the quotation mark. For example, we call it liquid gold. Over here you can see the use of the punctuation. So I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe it to get more updates related to IELTS, PTE, English grammar and English language lessons. Thank you.